What is up, everybody? Bitcoin market analysis, not technical analysis. I don't want to do technical analysis today. It's so easy to do a video every day and then repeat the same thing. Bitcoin right now. And if you're in the chat, by the way, can you just let me know? I don't have my headphones in. I just want to make sure you can hear me okay. I don't usually do these without like headphones. So it's so easy to do an analysis every day, but the problem with that is like I can't do it when Bitcoin is like in just this sideways range for, probably 3 weeks now, like a 5 to 10% range. I can cover every scenario only so many times, and at the end of the day, just tell you be careful for whatever happens next. And I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm not just gonna post YouTube content to post it. Like I want to have some relevancy with what I'm posting. So that's why I haven't really been posting that much. There's not a lot of movement, and right now it's 50-50. There are so many arguments for bullish, so many arguments for bearish, and so I tweeted like a little bit ago, and I basically said this in terms of market analysis and market sentiment. I basically said, if Bitcoin is going up, the market sentiment is bullish. If it's going down, it's bearish. And that's 100% fact. I mean, if you just look on social media, that's pretty much it. And somebody commented on that, and it was hilarious because it's true. And they said, to take it a step further, I forget exactly how they said it, but basically, like that applies even if it's a $300 move up or a $300 move down. Like people go crazy, right? Like if Bitcoin right now went to $8,300, I think it's like around 8,000, maybe 7,900 something. If Bitcoin right now went to 8,300, 8,400, people would be going crazy on Twitter, posting moon tweets. And I think it's reflective of how emotional the space is, or at least a lot of people in the space. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that I've never been like that. Like when I first got into cryptocurrency and started buying, I was like that. Like if Bitcoin, was going up even a little bit, I'd be like, here we go, we're going to the moon. Everybody has that nostalgia, I think, especially from 2017, where the slightest move gives you this impression that it's going to lead to something very large, right? And that's what it is. It's kind of like subconsciously in everybody's mind. And so market sentiment is just, it's so emotional, and it's just as volatile as Bitcoin. And that's kind of concerning, right? Because you have so many people that are new into the space and thinking about buying Bitcoin, and they're seeing the emotionality of it all. And I think that influences people, and they get on that hype train right away. So what I wanted to say is basically in regards to that tweet is be careful out there, not even just on social media and what you're looking at, but also just in your own mind. Like you really have to reel it back in, and you have to kind of take into account what's going on actually in the space. Because, technically, from a technical analysis standpoint, right now, Bitcoin, it's very tough to read. And that's why it's very split right now, because it's been trading in this sideways range. There's a lot of bearish indicators, right? We have a lot of resistance under different moving oscillators on different time frames. The only moving average that I can think of that Bitcoin hasn't like broke below that would be extremely bearish is the 50-week moving average, right? And that's around $6,500. And there's a huge strong case for a $6,400 Bitcoin floor. I did a video on that, I think last week. But moving averages, indicators are, a lot of them on the daily, on the 4-hour are indicating a move down because of resistance. And then the oscillators on different time frames, the momentum oscillators suggesting different things as well. I mean, the daily oscillator is kind of just in a confusing area, right? And that's, I think, reflective of how confused the market is right now. And that's why, especially now, when you get a $300 move, in either direction, people are automatically turning to believe that that's like where Bitcoin's going. So $300 move up, bullish. $300 move down, bearish. But what's scary about that is that can change so fast, right? Bitcoin right now could Bitcoin could dip $300, right? We could be at 7,600. People are like, here we go, $5,000 incoming. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Twitter's gonna be going crazy. And then all of a sudden, what Bitcoin will do is it'll just bounce right off of that area and then, enter some crazy parabolic thing. And so that's why, just to pull all this together, that's why, and I would say 80%, if not more, of my videos are zoomed out on the charts. I cannot zoom in. I hate zooming in on the charts. I hate really doing technical analysis on like a 4-hour chart. Anything under that's just ridiculous to me. I have to, for my own sanity, and also I feel like it just provides the best value. I have to be zoomed out on these charts. I have to be zoomed out on the long-term trend of Bitcoin, on the long-term momentum of Bitcoin, on the long-term moving average of Bitcoin. And that's why the weekly chart is so powerful. The daily chart, definitely integrated into that, but the weekly chart is so powerful. And so from my perspective, though many people are short-term bearish, and I definitely see the reason for it, right? I see where we could be going down, like to the downside right now in the short term, right? I see it, but I don't care about it. I really don't. And that's because I'm always zoomed out, right? And I'm zoomed out because I'm just here long, right? I'm here long term. And as Steven just said in the chat, expect nothing, anticipate everything. And that's it. That is my approach. And so when I'm thinking about that, and I don't say that lightly, that literally is my approach. Expect nothing, anticipate everything. That's something my dad taught me, like when I was learning to drive. He was teaching me to drive. And he basically said, you can, take this when you're driving, expect nothing, anticipate everything in terms of what people are going to do, because people are crazy drivers, right? So expect nothing, but anticipate every scenario. And he said, apply it to life, apply it to business, apply it to everything. And that's what I do. And it's always worked for me in so many different facets of life. And cryptocurrency and accumulating and investing and trading is one of those things. And so that's why I zoom out on the charts, because I want to expect nothing, which I don't. I don't expect anything with Bitcoin, right? But I do anticipate everything, meaning I'm ready for everything. And that's literally the best possible thing you could do right now. There's so many YouTube videos, there's so many technical analysis, and a lot of it is literally just an echo chamber of the same exact content, right? I'm trying to build a channel, I get it, right? I'm trying to build a channel. This is for fun. I don't do this for money, but I have a goal, right? I want to get to 100,000 subscribers. I want to get there, but I'm not gonna just put out empty content every day and create just this echo of content on my channel. So that's why I haven't done a video lately. But what I will say is this: just zoom out on the charts, everybody, and be ready for every scenario. That's pretty much it. Because if you listen to market sentiment and how people are feeling, it's going to change literally hourly, because that's what Bitcoin does. Even in $300, $400 swings, it changes hourly, Bitcoin, right? So it's up 3% and then everybody's bullish. It's down 3% and everybody's bearish. So be careful out there when you're just trying to get an idea of what you should be doing. Don't listen to people. Sit back, look at the charts, zoom out on the charts, get an idea how long you want to be here, get an idea of how much you want to invest and what you can afford to lose if Bitcoin just tanks, right, and goes to like $1,000. It's not out of the equation. I don't think that's going to happen. But I think it's possible, right? And so if I think that is possible and it's a reality that could exist, why would I not just at least be prepared for it in my approach? And on the flip side, I'm also prepared for the fact that what I believe will happen, which is this long-term parabolic gain, right, for Bitcoin. Supply and demand plays into that. Technical analysis plays into that. How early we are plays into that. All of these things play into this long-term trend of Bitcoin, and why I think Bitcoin will continue to increase in value. But when you zoom in when you zoom out on the charts, you do get this one idea, and that is, wow, like this is going to take a little bit of time. So that's probably not the most popular thing to say, especially for maybe some new people that are like, oh, I want to get on this train. It's about to take off. I'm about to become a millionaire. It's going to take a little bit of time for Bitcoin to do what it's doing, right? And we have historical data that suggests that. The last bear market, like that last bull market high to bear market low, not this previous one, but the one before, that last cycle, I think it was like 600 some days before Bitcoin like saw some parabolic gains again and entered this bullish environment. And Bitcoin's moving a little quicker into a bull market, in my opinion, but we're not there yet, right? And we could have some sideways trading for months. We could have downtrend for months before we enter a bullish market, right? Where we're seeing continued sustained uptrend. That's what a bull market is, right? And as of right now, we haven't broken key Fibonacci areas on the zoomed out charts, and we haven't broken key resistance. We've tested it, but we've come back down since then, as kind of anticipated. We talked about this, right? We talked about resistance at these levels. So coming back down to the $8,000 range from 14,000 looks scary and pretty ridiculous to a lot of people, but it really is completely normal for Bitcoin. If you look at the charts historically, if you look at the technical analysis, what's up, Assad? And that's just the bottom line, right? And if you don't have patience in this game, you're going to go crazy. You're going to go mad. And I feel like I'm reminded of that because I hang out on Twitter and I see so much hype in either direction, bullish, bearish, depending on what Bitcoin's doing in that hour, right? So I can end this live stream and we could be in a $300 gain. And I wish I remember who commented that. It was just a good comment. And people are going to be going crazy. We could be in a $300 loss when I go end this video, or in a couple hours, and people will be going crazy as well in a bearish way. So that's it. What's going to happen next? Guess what? Nobody knows. No YouTuber knows. No analyst knows. Nobody you see on CNBC knows. Nobody knows, everybody. The charts give us amazing clues, but they're best suited if you zoom out on the charts. They will suit you well. You will gain value from these technical analysis data points if you zoom out on the charts. If you're zoomed in and you're trying to use technical analysis, you're going to be on a wild roller coaster ride of uncertainty, and it's just too much to handle. It's too much to handle. So zoom out on the charts. Take what you see on Twitter and YouTube and Reddit. Take it all lightly, and just chill out there, right? Chill out. If you plan on being here a while, just sit back, have some patience, and accumulate at your own pace, also at your own risk. This is not financial advice, by the way. So that's pretty much it. Jerry, what's up? Says, thanks for the super chat. I want to buy more, but can only buy at certain times. Hope cryptos go down or sideways for a while longer. Great job, Dan. Ooh, so many people. Thanks for the super chat, by the way. So many people would disagree. So many people would hate what you just said. I don't hold it against you at all. What's up, Lou? Poseidon Lou in the house. I completely get why people want it to go down and hope they have more time. It makes complete sense. I mean, will I continue accumulating? Absolutely. It's been years of accumulating at this point. Years of accumulating. And when I first got started, I didn't recognize the importance of patience. And I think that's probably the biggest thing that we could all learn is patience, and just chill out, right? So that's it. But at the end of the day, social media will be social media. Twitter will be Twitter. People will be people. And it's at the very least, it's fun to kind of watch how people react to the markets. And at the same time, there will be that one time, like there's going to be that time where people are going crazy for like a $300 move, right? And then it's going to keep going. And then we're going to be into, see ya, Steven. We're going to be kind of moving into this bull market eventually. I don't know when, maybe months and months from now, but we'll finally be there, and then there will be good reason to get hype. Assad, $9.99 super chat. Thanks, dude, for Launchpad Foundation. New home looks great, Dan. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I really do. We're making it homey, little by little. It's getting there. So we'll see. But I will say this. You remember that move we had to 14,000 coming out of like the 3,000s? I just truly think the next bull market, that's like the littlest taste of what it's going to be like. And I think it's going to be fun. But at the same time, it's going to be it's going to be a little bit of time before that happens. And as you can see, I got to get off the live stream because I need water. So, no pain, no gain. Poseidon Lou with the perfect timing of that comment, because I'm like getting killed over here. When I first got in, I screamed when it went down. Now I want it so I can get more. Since I've gotten into this space, so many people I've seen so many people that just, they've gone through this like evolution and growth of only wanting it to go up, but then they realize the patience involved and they want to accumulate. And then so many of those people wanting it to go down. So there's been a lot of maturity in the space as well. So anyway, time for me to get off here. If you're on here and you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. I would love that as part of the channel, especially as we grow this thing into the next bull market, maybe months away, probably months away. But I hope you all have an awesome rest of your day. Time for me to go relax. I will see you in the next live stream or video. Have a good weekend and God bless.